Two is in the books. Week 2 is in the books. Right? I'm so excited. Week 2 is in the books, guys. And I need to talk to you about it honestly, because some of the things that I have been doing, they've improved, but then there's still some work in progress. So, we're working out the tweaks. So I'm not going to sit here and tell you week 2 was a huge breakthrough. It wasn't, but it was different from week 1 in ways that actually matter. And I want to show you exactly what I mean. So today we'll talk about the real numbers, feelings, I guess just kind of how I felt overall. No filters. Let's do it. Hey guys, I'm Afiya. I'm a single mom. I'm 38, and I'm building this faceless digital marketing business completely from scratch, from the ground up, and I'm bringing you all along with me as my personal, vlog journal. So the links are in the description, my free guide, my stand store, everything. Just grab what you need after the video. All right, week 2, here's what actually happened. I was checking my numbers constantly each week in week 1. And then that cycle was making me anxious and reactive. So in week 2, I made a rule. I checked my analytics once a day in the morning. Then I closed the app and focused on creating. That shift changed how the whole week felt. So what I would do is I would just jump into my buffer, see what I have planned for that week right here. And, that would tell me, okay, that would be how I would start my day. So I wasn't hyper-focused on, okay, what changed, what needs to be improved, what are my numbers, how many followers did I lose, crazy things like that. And then, of course, with the YouTube account, the second thing, I added YouTube to my daily routine. So that was another big change for me. I actually realized that I really like making long-form content. I feel like I'm getting better. I will be working on getting better equipment. Obviously, the microphone situation. I noticed that when I edit, I realize that sometimes my voice comes in and out right when I'm getting ready to, start another sentence, whatever. It's weird. So I will try and remember to put text over where that happens so you guys you can follow along. Again, work in progress. I'm gonna get there. I will get that mic one day. It will happen. It will happen. Okay. So back to YouTube. So what I did was I just committed to that schedule and I stuck to it. Yeah, I've been really consistent with filming or recording my content ahead of time and then posting them or scheduling them to post in the future. Right? And that also goes for the shorts as well. So I will probably do another video on that focuses on the tools that I use, so you guys can really get a chance to see what kind of the behind the scenes look like for me. Opus Clips is amazing. I'm sure you've probably noticed it on the shorts. There's a watermark on there. That is the free plan. So again, another really cool tool to use that has a free trial. And I will show you exactly what that looks like, but that's what helped me generate my shorts. All right, and then the third thing, I spent real time engaging with other content. So, and primarily, I'm speaking of Instagram, since those are my main platforms that I use. I've been doing more of just talking to other faceless content creators and, not just liking the content, but genuinely commenting and interacting with not only also their audience as well. So it's really nice to get that kind of exposure. So, and this is summing up, genuinely showing up in other people's content the way I want people to show up in mine. So, I want that energy. One more thing before we jump over to the next page here. I also want to mention, and I don't really think people mention this enough, and I will be doing a separate video on it. If not, I'll probably add it on to another video, but I'll probably make a series on kind of the negatives to this field. I don't have any marketing experience. I actually have a healthcare background. prior to me getting into the career that I'm in now, I was actually pre-med. So I was gearing up to take in. Things happened with family, blah, blah, blah. I ended up landing a job, and then I just never looked back from there. And I'm here. But my background isn't in marketing. But I'm noticing a lot of scamming. There's a lot of scammers. That's something I wanted to mention because, again, SWC is awesome. That product, I 100% back without a doubt. I really love it primarily, and I'll do another video. I'll continue to keep doing more content on SWC so you guys can kind of get, again, another behind the scenes of kind of what that looks, what it looks like, just kind of in the classroom setting. I won't show too much, obviously, because, I'm not doing any justice, and that definitely not do the company any justice as well, or either. But you will get a chance to get a glimpse of kind of what goes on with that. The really cool thing about SWC is the content is very robust. And for me, I'm someone that I love numbers, I love detail, I love getting into the weeds of something and using as much as I can to build my own foundation and kind of pick and pull from other areas that kind of match my style, or it kind of that matches my speed. I love the fact that you have so many different avenues within SWC 2.0. I'm not too familiar with other marketing agencies or firms or programs. I'll be honest, I don't know. But what I love about them is that the content that you get is they upload more, they improve, they're adding several more modules to the classroom. So again, it's already 24 plus. There's way more at this point, and it just keeps getting better and better. And I don't want to go too far into it, but I just wanted to say that when it comes to having a lot of information, that definitely plays in your favor. You don't have to learn letter writing. If you are more into building your own YouTube channel, doing faceless content, using Instagram, Facebook, even doing TikTok shoppable, the option and the resources at your disposal for the price of $596. There is no more upselling. They're not asking you to buy anything else. The community is free. You get so much value in not just the material, but the mentorship, because it's a community. There's a lot of women and men and gentlemen as well, even though my target for the most part would be women who are probably in my situation, very similar, divorce, a mom, trying to juggle mom life, corporate life, work life, and being decent citizen, human being, and upstanding. You know what I mean? You're trying to just do your best, and it comes with that. Being a woman and a single mom, there's more to it. There's so much more that goes into it. So I'm coming at it from that perspective, but this program can be for anyone who just want something to use to help them, to guide them through their journey, their online business journey, because it doesn't have to really be digital marketing. That's not what it's all about. So just wanted to throw that out there, but I will be doing something in the future. I will definitely be going into some of the scams that I see, and I'll be showing you guys examples of what that look like, because sometimes it's really hard to tell. I'm not saying I've been caught up in one. Like I can smell them a mile away, but I've seen people become victim to the scammers. So I definitely want you to be on alert. Okay, but I'm not trying to stalk anyone or spear anyone. I apologize. Something told me to just say it, so I just wanted to get that out there just to kind of give you guys an update on what to expect on the channel for the future. Okay, so my second week. Let's go over to the next page. What did I put down? Okay, so what I did differently. Yes, we already talked about that. The analytics, not looking too much into that, blah, blah, blah. Boom, real numbers. Here we go. All right. So let me go over to this page here and you guys get a chance to see kind of what was going on. This one would be Instagram. This is through the Edits app. You're only allowed to use this on the phone, which I find to be inconvenient because I do like using a desktop. So yes, it's unfortunate. And maybe Instagram does have like an analytics or something or that I can use or have access to via desktop, but I have not come across it. If you guys, if anyone knows, please put it in the comment section, help me, let me know. All right, but that's Instagram. Oh, let me get rid of this blue. Drives me nuts. Okay. All right. Okay. So we're going to start with Instagram. Here we have TikTok, and then we have YouTube.
All right, so on Instagram this week, here's where my reach landed. The posts that got the most saves were my emotional posts, not my educational ones, not my soft sell ones, the ones that made people feel something. That is consistent with what I've been told about Instagram saves, and I'm seeing it play out in real time. So that's it's really nice to see that correlation. And I also wanted to bring up that right above here, it doesn't allow me to customize the day, so I can't break everything down to just that 1 week, unfortunately, with the data we see here. So just know that this information depicts, or it's a reflection of week 1 and week 2 and a little bit of week 3, because I am recording this in week 3. All right, so we'll move over onto TikTok. So my views are still small, but what I'm watching is whether people are finishing the videos. The watch time percentage matters more than view count right now. So I am seeing some videos get watched all the way through, which tells me the content is landing. And then lastly, we have YouTube. Again, the numbers are small, but they are real. These are people who found me through search, not followers, not strangers. That's the algorithm starting to understand what my channel is all about. And as I'm scrolling through here, you're seeing again kind of the breakdown, how they have everything laid out so you can see what your numbers look like.
So we're just kind of showing you again just what my numbers look like and just the overall growth of the channel so far, even though this is week 2 and I've only been posting at this time for YouTube for, I think it was about 2 weeks on YouTube, right? It was 2 weeks. So in my opinion, this is not definitely excited that, hey, people are actually taking the time to listen to what I have to talk about. So what surprised me this week? So the first thing that surprised me was how much my energy affected my content. I could literally hear the flatness in my voiceovers on the days that I was exhausted while doing my edits. And that taught me something about the importance of recording when I have the energy to actually bring myself to it. I definitely want to give you guys my 100%, but I'm human, I'm human. There will be some off days, every now and again. And this is just a part of it. This is how it is trying to build something. Really putting your all, your time. This is it. All right. So in the second week, something clicked. I could see how each piece connected. The content led to freebies. The freebies, they'll lead to the email sequence. The email sequence leads to SWC. It's not abstract anymore. It's a real system. That funnel is the funnel that we spoke about in previous sessions or previous videos. it's a real system that I can actually see running. And then lastly, I am starting to recognize my voice. I don't mean that in like I sound annoying, which I mean, maybe, but I'm starting to recognize myself as in like what I would and wouldn't say. And I know what sounds like me. I know what doesn't. That clarity is worth more than any technical advice I can give you. Honestly, it's all about the authenticity, really. I mean, really what that tells me. So what is it that I'm trying to figure out? So I'm still trying to figure out TikTok. TikTok, in my opinion, is a strange world. And I'm still trying to understand it. So this is the analytics to my TikTok. This was the last 7 days. You can see a full month here, although I haven't really been posting for a full month. But we definitely see improvement because I've had a TikTok account for a minute. I've just not really done anything with it. But yeah, the last 7 days, really cool. This here does a little bit like YouTube does the same thing, and I'll show you guys again. And we'll start a series on just using the tools and what goes where, how to read the analytics, all of that stuff. This is really cool because what this does right here is it shows you how people are finding you. So this is where SEO comes in, and we'll go into that a little bit deeper. But when you have those keywords that are kind of working in the background of your video, so like the hashtags and things of that nature, when people type in the search, what it is, it looks so YouTube, that's how people found me. Muslim single mom, digital marketing. I'm wondering if that's pretty cool. It's actually pretty dope. So yeah, so this is kind of how people found me, which is good. This is good to know. And we can look at the views here. I actually, because you're looking at, oh, this is the last 7 days. Oh my gosh. Again, they don't, never mind. Let's do this. Yes, I can spare. Now that gives us a true, accurate image of what happened within that second week. All right, cool. So this is how some people have found me. Faceless Digital Marketing. Faceless Digital, okay, just Fox. I don't know who that is, but all right. You know what? My last name is Fox, so maybe that's how that happened. Hilarious. Day one digital marketing for beginners. So yeah, really cool feature here, because what that also can tell you, you can start including this in your like hashtags and whatnot to get the algorithm to understand like, oh yeah, you know, people type this in, I'm definitely going to send them to, you know, I'll send them to Fox's digital journey videos. Yeah, perfect. And then within this week, this is when I think I stopped posting daily on TikTok in the afternoon, and I started posting Tuesday, Thursday, because I wanted to put more time into YouTube. So that would explain this. So I still just need more time, obviously, to get the algorithm to understand kind of my pattern and what it is that I'm doing. And then, you know, things will improve from there. But that's TikTok. All right, so I know the voiceover format is right, like that's working, but I haven't cracked what makes TikTok want to push my content to new people yet. And I guess I can't really say I don't know. I think I do. It's because of that switch. I had a schedule. I switched how the frequency and when I was posting content on TikTok, and that definitely had a lot to do with it. There was one more thing that I wanted to mention. Oh yeah. Alrighty, so again, I know this is not, I guess, cool of me, but this post right here really exploded. This one was awesome. This right here was, okay, this one was really cool because what happened was I posted a win from my YouTube, from my channel here. I posted a win, but then I think this was definitely week 2. I got a comment from somebody, and they actually found value in my channel. I'm not trying to toot my own horn or anything, but I'm just saying that actually feels awesome. Someone genuinely found some value in what it was that I had my opinion with SWC and what I've shared. So I'll definitely have more videos talking about my experience with SWC. So yeah, that was really cool. But this one actually blew up pretty good. Again, I'm not looking to go viral or anything. I just thought it was cool or I have to basically recreate this because the algorithm really liked it. It really liked it. And I think it was also the time of day that I posted it as well. So that's where the analytics comes in. But I need to go back into it just to kind of see if I can figure out what was the magic, what was the formula, like what did it. So yeah, I will look into that a little bit more. But yeah, TikTok is definitely, it's taking some time to get to it, but it's not a big deal. Okay, and then something else that I'm still working on. Yeah, definitely email and especially the DM cadence. So I have the sequence written out, but I keep second guessing the timing and the tone sometimes, and that's something that I kind of struggle with this a little bit. But yeah, so that's something I'm going to work on. I usually send an email to a customer that downloads the free guide. Again, if you want to check out my free guide, it's in the description. It also gives you information on my tech stack. So all of the tools that I have been using, you'll get that information in there as well. And again, all of them that I mentioned in there are free or have a trial option. But at the same time, when it is time for you to upgrade, definitely do so, because not only are you putting time into this as a project, you want to definitely give yourself the best advantage for ease. You want, at some point, I would like for my entire process to pretty much run on autopilot. And it's pretty much doing that already with Instagram, because I have over a month. I mean, I have videos queued up to post all the way until June. So I'm set with Instagram. I would like for my other platforms to also run the same way. And I'm kind of getting there with YouTube, but sometimes you will have to invest. You would have to put in some money to invest in the right tools and to access to the value that tool can give you. So just keep that in mind. All right, and lastly, it's the balance. So I am still trying to figure out the balance when it comes to my content creation, which would actually consuming the SWC 2.0 course. And I want to be implementing while I'm creating. So the balance is a work in progress, like I mentioned. I have my Instagram pretty much on autopilot, and then we have YouTube that's getting there, and I do TikTok the Tuesday, Thursday. So I'm almost there, but that's something that I'll definitely work on even harder this next week. Okay, so that'll do it for today. My free guide is in the description if you want to start where I started. And if you want to sit down with me and build your content system together, my 30-minute content routine call is in the description, along with the other links below as well. Subscribe for more. I'm posting every single day this week. And then, of course, the new updates. I will be starting a series on the tools and kind of the not so cool, the not so awesome, the really annoying thing about digital marketing and kind of being out there using social media. All right. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.